Hi everybody, Holly with the Henbest team here, and today we're talking home maintenance, specifically your pool equipment. I'm here with Michael from Empire Pools, and he's going to give us some great tips to make sure you're taking care of your precious pool equipment. So Michael, I know a lot of people hire a pool guy to come take care of their pool, but those people are typically more focused on their chemicals. Where would you start in terms of your best advice to people?
So the best thing is just have somebody look over it, whether it's you, whether it's your pool professional, whoever it is, just look over it. A lot of the easy things are like there's these little valves here that change and move. They have little seals in them. Those are easy things that can leak and cost you more in water, or if it's on the suction side, it can, cost your pump to overheat and get hot. This is actually a good case here. This lid has some cracks in it.
Right.
And so those create a suction leak. The pump can't suck water through it. It's like if you get a crack in your straw, you can't do that. And so what's happened is this pipe and this pipe have actually bulged because it started sucking so much air that it created steam and it got hot and it basically melted the pipe and it expanded.
So let me ask you this. If this cover had been replaced when it started to crack, how much would that cost?
Probably $100.
So a $100 repair could have prevented how much repair now is going to happen because that wasn't addressed.
At minimum, you're probably looking about $700.
So 100 versus 700, that $100 investment would have saved you $600 and the longevity of your equipment even beyond that.
Absolutely.
So I noticed over here, there's also a crack here, and you mentioned before, like where there's a crack and rain can get in, that's housing some mechanical equipment. So if rain is getting in there, it can short out those wires, correct?
Correct, absolutely.
So we all know in Arizona that the sun wreaks havoc on plastic, and the majority of pool equipment is plastic.
Right.
So, I was noticing on some of the pipes there's sun damage. So how important would you say is it to maybe paint your pipes?
Keeping the sun off of the equipment is one of the best things you can do for your equipment.
So it's just like us in sunscreen.
Exactly.
We need sunscreen for our pool equipment.
Yep, it is. The Arizona sun kills everything. And the pool equipment is no different. Like you said, you get sunburnt on the PVC. That's why this lid cracked. The sun just burnt it. And if you put something over it, you can add years to the life of your pool equipment.
Okay, so now let's talk about pool heaters. Not everybody has a pool heater. If you have a spa attached to your pool, you probably have one. Some people choose to have a heater with their pool, although we all know that that can be very expensive to heat in the winter. Yeah. If you have a pool heater, what are some things you should pay attention to?
So same thing, it's kind of its own little system within this. So what you want to do is, again, check it every so often, every couple months. Or ideally a pool professional.
Would you recommend running it every so often?
So yes, every so often. It's just a good idea just to make sure it's working and it's doing its thing. Yeah, if it just sits, at some point it's going to stop working.
Right.
But yeah, if you fired it, doesn't have to be for a long time. If you fired it up and let it run for 20 minutes and then turned it off, that would be good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anything else in terms of the pool heater that we should be looking at when we own a pool heater?
Sort of similar to the other equipment. This one's more expensive, obviously.
Right.
So some of the things like over here, this screen, the little push buttons, again, the sun just roaches those out.
All right, Michael, well, thank you. This has been a great overview for our viewers to see in terms of how to better take care of their pool equipment. So just to wrap it up for them, what would you say are the top 3 things people should do in terms of taking care of their pool equipment?
Sure. The biggest one, keep the sun off of it. The second one is if anything comes up, a little leak, a little something, take care of it right away. And then lastly, just make sure everything works. If you have a water feature or a heater or something of that sort, every so often, turn it on, let it do its thing. It'll last much longer.
Well, we hope you have found this information useful. I know for me as a pool owner, I appreciate it. And we hope that you guys keep in mind too, whether it's your pool or any other equipment within your home, the more you take care of it as you're living in it, the cheaper it will be for you when it's time for those repairs, when you get the home inspection, when it's time to move. So if you're taking care of it with your $5, $10, or $100 repair now, that's gonna be a lot better than $700 or several thousands later. So we hope again that this has been useful information, and if you have any more questions, give us a call at 480-266-8785.